In order, I think, to start a successful, like a breaking through type transition program at their college, I'd have to say that number one, I think you really want to get the support of your senior leadership. And we were really fortunate because our college president, Dr. John McKay, was there for us from the beginning. And really, he was so important as the reason why we got involved with Breaking Through to begin with. Without him, I don't think that we would have been a school that was selected from the get-go. So that's a great thing to get support from senior leadership. Second thing is, I think you want to form some sort of a transitions team or advisory board. I mean, bring all those players together, because I'm sure at some colleges, that are a lot larger than us, you're right, your basic skills and dev ed people and HRD people, they might never meet. They might not even know what HRD does or what classes are being offered, or how do I go to GED orientation and testing and get started. So I think the idea is to bring all those players together, start talking, start having a dialogue, and get together and kind of formulate some kind of plan that would work locally at your college. You might already be doing some great things, but you just, each other doesn't know what you're doing. So I think that's really the idea, is just, and it doesn't have to take a lot of funding to do some of the things. Another thing that we always say too is take your grant writer to lunch if you do want funding. Because that's always helpful, because they're the ones that are seeing all these great, proposals, that can help you with the proposal, and they're seeing all these great grant opportunities coming through, and it just takes it does take a little work, and you won't always win, you're not always going to win them, but if you got to start somewhere. And we found that with Breaking Through, the first go around, we were a learner college, we didn't get any funding. But, we kept working at it, chipping away. We started meeting a lot of people nationally at these conferences. I mean, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, because there's a lot of good information out there that all of the Breaking Through colleges in North Carolina have done a fantastic job. And you can learn from those colleges as well as some national models.
I think it's just very important to collect data. I think that's very key as far as getting funding. We've been very fortunate to participate with Jobs for the Future, with the Breaking Through program, and then most recently the Ready for College program, which was fairly funding through the Office of Vocational Adult Education. And I just think the importance of collecting data and showing that students can be successful when you give them the correct support services is key to getting the program started.
I think for schools that are hoping to start a transition program, I would start with just communicating with different members of the college. For example, absolutely HRD and the folks in continuing ed. I think, too, inviting them to come to GED and adult high classes to talk about their programs is key. That helped us tremendously in breaking down some of the silos that we had. Being familiar with college entrance requirements so you can better advise students while you still have them in the program. And following up with GED and adult high graduates as they have completed basic skills to help them navigate through the application process, because we do have a personal touch with our students, and we don't want to lose contact with them. We want to make sure that they still have the level of assurance that they had when they were in our classes, and that we can offer that extra support to them as they start into the college.
It's really a marathon, it's not a sprint, and so I think we still have a lot more that we'd like to accomplish in the future, a lot of goals that we've set for ourselves, and we just appreciate this opportunity to share it.